All right, so this has been sitting on a shelf for the better part of 3 months. This would be our one-piece 3mm GT350R splitter. It's great. I have it on my personal GT350R. It has seen probably 20 different track events, time attack, HPDE events as well. It didn't have any problems. Now, the only issue here with the one piece is we're not allowed to ship it anymore. UPS doesn't allow us to ship items this big. It would make the shipping costs on your end, get ready for it, $300+ on an item that is also $300. I know no one wants to pay for that, so that's why we came out with the Elite Series. You're getting a thicker splitter, a better design, more modularity, right? So let's say you're on a track, you're on the road, and you smoke this side, and you dent up the left side. You don't have to buy an entire splitter, and you don't have to install a whole one. You literally just need to buy half a replacement, which we can sell you, and that is a better option. But in terms of strength, look at this. Get a little bit of deflection. When it's on the car, it's not that big of a deal, but you know, a splitter, you want it as rigid as possible without adding that much weight, and that is where the two-piece Elite Series comes in. So I want to thank you guys for waiting everything out. We had been through, I want to say since November, upwards of 20 different revisions cut until we landed on all the tolerances here. Put that in perspective, on our front kind of bracket here, we tested everything from a 0-inch tolerance all the way up to about 1/8 of an inch tolerance. And we had to settle somewhere in the middle, working in thousandths of an inch increments, cutting it out, taking samples, hitting things in, and that translates to every other single design change in here, right? We had to figure out how deep the pockets had to be. We had to figure out how much of a tolerance on our zipper connection, how big those zippers had to be. The same thing on the back. Did we mount that on the bottom? Did we mount it on the top? What kind of hardware? These are all entirely new processes, right? We're coming from a world in which this is what we make, and it's great, and a lot of people love it, and they work for 5+ years. They're awesome. To basically designing a product from scratch, and that's not easy, especially when we are a 3 to 4 person team, with me doing the brunt of most of the work personally. So I want to thank all of you that stuck to the end and now have your splitters in hand. I'm very, very excited to see what you guys think of them. I love them. I haven't even had time to put one on my personal car yet. We've only gone off of a few local customers or friends essentially that have been running them, and they love them as well. Where the two-piece design has given us, or did give us, the trickiest in the R&D was this leading edge here. So without that dowel, what we were seeing is we'd have a little bit of deflection between those two kind of front halves. With the dowel in there, this is all one unit, super, super strong. There's no deflection. It is awesome. You can pick this thing up, you can move it around. Look at that, one piece, super, super strong. What I would